Hello everyone and welcome to another new review. And this one going to be on Night of the Living Deadpool issue number 3. We're one way apart from issue number 4 and the final part of this arc. So this issue starts off from where Deadpool met with the grannies who were trying to take over this town, but he didn't allow it, so he just killed them off, or more like took their heads off. Later on, we see Deadpool being, so good. People are so happy that he saved them from those grannies and more until we see him walking around and holding his hand. And he was like, I got bit, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna turn into a zombie or whatever. Until some kids shows up and they start talking and talking until they talk about a superhero. So I was like, oh, this superhero? Really? Who is he? Until it appears to be an AIM agent uh, called Clarence. Yeah, Clarence. So this Clarence guy is the one who started the zombie apocalypse. They collected some samples that had healing factor, like Deadpool's one, or like Wolverine, or whatever, etc. So they started to experiment on living people, and then it turned out from living to a dead person, and the whole thing just went down. So of course Deadpool had uh, thoughts about it that he's the responsible for this, but until he wakes up and he finds out himself that he's a zombie and he starts to kill people off. He starts to bite them, and bite until he, throws up everything he took in, and it appears that the healing factor kicked him back and cleared his system out, so of the zombie thing that he had in him. And that was it pretty much, guys, for issue number 3. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one going to be on the Punisher issue number 2. So this issue starts up with a flashback to 6 months ago, where Frank is going to 6 months ago. He's seeing some stuff going on, but that wasn't really important in this issue until we see him, stalking a meetup between Dos Solos people and some other people, and there was something actually going on right down there. They were getting some new weapons, and of course Frank wanted to follow up and see where the hell they're taking these weapons. Later on, we see his friend Tug coming out from nowhere and telling him about something, and he took his new motorcycle, I guess so he could chase out the criminals, what's going on. So we see some kind of a new weapon that's been used by these people. Uh, the policemen couldn't hold them on their own, so the Punisher went and interfered with the policemen work so he could take them down, but sadly he couldn't take everyone down. Like some of them got away with it. Later on we see some other stuff, the chase, a great chase between the Punisher and the Solus people. We see after that the Hooligan commandos. They're still following up on the Punisher. They're trying to kill him, and later on we see what happened actually and who is this new weapon to those Solus people. And it appeared to be Electro, an old friend. And that's where actually the issue stops. The Punisher is like, "Whoa, Electro," and that was it pretty much for issue number 2. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one gonna be on New Warriors issue number 1, a new self-titled comic book that just came out from Marvel. So this issue mainly is about them introducing us to the team. Speedball, Justice, Salem 7, Vertigo, Scarlet Spider, and many more. Hummingbird, Sunger, and many more. But the most thing that important that happened in this issue was when these I don't know, yellow sunny aliens came out from nowhere and they started kind of to attack our superheroes, and the most one who got attacked was Nova. And the boss came and he was like, we got Nova. So I guess the whole thing is about Nova. They want to get Nova for some reason. I don't know what is it so far, but that was it pretty much for New Warriors. We saw a lot of super heroes. We saw a girl called Fayara Saknamora. I guess she's the daughter of Namor or something. I don't know. It was pretty. Hello everyone and welcome to another new review, and this one going to be on Avengers World issue number 3. First of all, I want to pinpoint out that this cover just talks about what's inside of the comic book. This comic book was all about Chi, I guess so was his name, yeah, versus Gorgon. There was a great fight between them, but before that they show us how this whole monster got awakened and he started to roam around the freaking world. Later on, we'll see a great fight between Chi and Gorgon, and then we see Chi talking about the spirits that's inside of him. Each one and what power they gave him. For example, the first one was called Tang, means who, gave him a power. The other guy gave him, what's his name was Yun Jing, and he gave him some kind of a bloodiness or something, and the last one gave him resilience. But in the end, all of these spirits died, and maybe as him as well. He got dropped by Gorgon at the end of the issue. So I don't know what's gonna happen to Chi, but I'm really looking forward to it. Hey everyone, and welcome to another new review. And this one gonna be on Marvel Knights Hulk issue number 3. This issue was so interesting because it kind of showed us the background of Hora, the agent that's currently taking control of Hulk. And she appears to be, a project called Miro, was created by AIM people, and she was created by some DNA stuff to make her a perfect assassin, a perfect AIM agent. But later on, we see her, taking a total control of Hulk. He can't do nothing. He can't stop it until he goes to a flashback to show us how he used to live his life after the gamma bomb hit him and after he saved that kid, that was in the testing hall or whatever that thing was. Later on, we see him taking control of himself and getting back to Bruce Banner while waking up to see uh, Hora, or the agent, this lady right here. She took him to the birthplace, to the place where everything started, where the Hulk started, to the Gamma Bomb place, and that's where everything gonna end. Hello everyone, and welcome to another new review. And this one gonna be on Dexter Down Under. This comic book is really interesting, but first of all, I wanna point that this art wasn't that good, but alright, not bad. Anyway, this issue starts up with a group of Asian people getting killed by someone. Who was he? We don't know yet. But later on, the police department in Australia, they call on Dexter to come to Australia and check on the bodies and who might be the killer. So Dexter team up with a lady called Shawan, I guess so. And these people, the Australian people, they talk a lot of, or they're more like, they say a lot of bloody stuff, like bloody, 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 and other stuff. I don't know. She just kept saying bloody and bastard all the way. Later on, Dexter figures out that this serial killer might have something for the Asian people. Since all the victims before these three people were Asians. Racist maybe? I don't know. They keep on digging about who might be the killer until they reach to a guy uh, called Grig Grigsby. I don't know how the fuck do you even pronounce his name. Anyway, this guy have some kind of a group called the White People. He doesn't accept black people, I guess, or Asian people. I don't know what's it all about, but there's something wrong about him. At the end of the issue, he'll be like looking with those eyes and stuff. But even I'm suspecting the woman with him, Shauna. I don't know, but I'm suspecting these two. Anyway, this issue gonna be continued in issue number